Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to bring you an update regarding Hezbollah. I haven't been talking about Hezbollah much lately, but we've got a lot of information that just came out in the last 24 to 48 hours. So, the most recent information is that the IDF apparently has launched an airstrike overnight and they were targeting Hezbollah military structure in Nabatieh, and they killed an elite commander of the Radwan forces. So he was a senior commander. His name was Ali Muhammad Albas. And also his deputy commander, Ibrahim Isa, and an additional terrorists were also killed in this airstrike. So this is many different times now that Israel has apparently taken out senior commanders of Hamas, Hezbollah, also the IRGC. They have taken out multiple senior commanders in different airstrikes all throughout Lebanon and also Syria. Okay, this has been happening many different times here, and it's pretty amazing that Israel's been able to carry out these very precise attacks. So they're definitely controlling the situation over here, but Israel has come under many different attacks, rocket fire in northern Israel. We've had many innocent civilians that were killed. So it's very bad what's happening over here with Lebanon and northern Israel. So I have an article here pulled up. We're going to get into this because I got a lot of information to share with you. So let me get this up here and let's talk about this. So Israel eliminates Hezbollah senior commander as terror group warns it will pay the price. IDF says it killed a senior Hezbollah commander responsible for training terrorists to attack Israel. The Israeli military said it killed a senior Hezbollah commander in a strike carried out in Lebanon as the terror group vows retaliation. The Israeli Defense Force announced Thursday that an overnight airstrike targeting Hezbollah military structure in Nabatieh killed Ali Muhammad Albas, a senior commander of the Radwan forces. His deputy commander, Ibrahim Isa, and an additional terrorist were killed in the attack, according to the IDF. Albas was amongst those who directed the terrorist attack at the Megiddo Junction in Israel in March 2023. He led, planned, and carried out terrorist activity towards the state of Israel, especially during the war, the IDF said. The Radwan Force is a special operation forces unit of Hezbollah, specifically tasked with infiltrating and carrying out attacks in northern Israel. Hezbollah on Thursday said Israel would pay the price for killing 10 people, including 5 children, in southern Lebanon in a separate airstrike the day before. The enemy will pay the price for these crimes, Hezbollah politician Hassan Fadl Allah told Reuters. The resistance will continue to practice its legitimate right to defend its people. Several of the armed Lebanese group's fighters were also killed in separate strikes on Wednesday, including on Nabatieh, Reuters reported, citing Hezbollah officials and security forces. The strikes came in response to a rocket barrage that struck several northern Israeli communities on Wednesday morning. One of those injured remains in serious condition, another received significant injuries, and 6 others were lightly injured, according to local officials. So, again, these attacks back and forth are still ongoing. It is very tense right now, and we are very close to either side declaring war on one another or both parties declaring war on each other. They are basically at war right now. Many would say they are already at war, but they have not officially declared war on each other. These are more tit for tat strikes, but these strikes are actually just very violent, very violent strikes where many innocent people are being killed by these attacks. Just like you see here, there was 10 people that were killed, including 5 children. So this was on a separate strike. This looks like one of the buildings here that was damaged whenever Israel struck Lebanon. Okay. So Hezbollah's rocket struck the kibbutz Manara Moshav Netua, as well as a military base all in northern Israel. The exchange of fire comes after Israel's repeatedly warned Hezbollah that a full-scale war with Israel remains on the table. IDF spokesman Daniel Hagari addressed Hezbollah earlier in February, saying that Israel will be ready to attack immediately if provoked, but said they do not wish for outright war. I've done a YouTube short on this where I talked about this, that Daniel Hagari, the spokesman for the IDF, yeah, he came out and said that they'd be ready to attack immediately. Okay, and also the major general of the IDF has come out and said that they've got multiple, a dozen or so, 15 fighter jets at any given time over the skies of Lebanon consistently. And they are ready to turn those 15 jets into hundreds of jets at a moment's notice and level Lebanon whenever they want to, basically. So, in other words, warning Hezbollah that they're willing to go to war here and they're willing to ramp up these operations if need be. Okay, so this looks like an attack here. There's ambulances here, and this building got destroyed next to this. Looks like a gas station. It was hit by an Israeli airstrike as well. This is again in Nabatieh. So Nabatieh is just getting hammered right now, and this is where a lot of these strikes are taking place because a lot of these senior commanders are operating throughout this city. So I've reported there was just a strike just not even a week ago, and another top Hezbollah commander, I believe it was riding in a vehicle and was struck as well with multiple other people in the car. And there wasn't any confirmed reports that he was killed, but he supposedly was badly wounded and was able to survive, at least at the moment, whenever he got out of the vehicle or something like that. So, yeah, lots of strikes going on inside of Nabatieh. So we do not choose war as our first priority, but we are certainly prepared, Hagari said. We will continue to act wherever Hezbollah is present. We will continue to act wherever it is required in the Middle East. What is true for Lebanon is true for Syria, and is true for other more distant places. Hezbollah has been waging nearly daily attacks on Israeli targets at the border since its Palestinian ally, Hamas, stormed Israel from Gaza on October 7th, killing 1,200 people and abducting some 250, according to Israeli tallies. Hezbollah said its campaign will stop only when Israel halts its offensive in the Gaza Strip, where more than 28,000 people have been killed, according to health authorities in Hamas-run Gaza. So the IDF is preparing to move into Rafah. It's the southernmost city inside of Gaza. And these attacks are going to start to pick up from Hezbollah here very soon, because Hezbollah is not happy that Israel wants to move into Rafah. And obviously Hamas is an ally to Hezbollah. So I think Hezbollah is going to be picking up their attacks here very soon to put more pressure on Israel. So very possible that this could turn into a full-scale war here very soon. And the IDF and Hezbollah could be going to war with each other. So Hassan Nasrallah has also come out and warned that war is on the table still. They're not taking full-scale war off the table. And they're ready to do whatever is necessary to defend the Palestinian people in Gaza and to defend the people of Lebanon. Okay, so this is getting really bad over here. And it says here, both sides have said they want to avoid full-scale conflict, which would force Israel into a two-front war against Hamas to its south and Hezbollah to the north. So, just to understand one thing here, that this war could break out at any moment, and Israel is supposedly supposed to be wrapping up operations, at least winding things down quite a bit in Gaza here in the next month or so, because Netanyahu came out and said that they had approximately about a month to move into Rafah, eliminate Hamas, and get out, basically. Because the whole world is pushing back against Israel right now, many different countries. The International Court of Justice is pushing back against Israel right now, could declare a ceasefire at any moment. Not that Netanyahu wouldn't probably continue on with Gaza regardless, right? But there could be a ceasefire called, and that will only put more pressure on Israel. So this whole situation over here is very tense, and Hezbollah is just ready to go to war with Israel if need be. So it's not looking good over here. There's been really, really intense, violent airstrikes and rocket attacks from both sides over the last few days, and it's still continuing to spiral out of control over here, and it's only going to continue to get worse as long as this war in Gaza goes on. And there's reports I've been seeing as well that Israel supposedly will continue attacking Hezbollah even if the ceasefire in Gaza is completed, okay, if they are able to reach a ceasefire agreement or end the war down there, um, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant of Israel already stated that he will continue to attack Hezbollah in the north, inside of Lebanon. Okay, and Hassan Nasrallah has said that the same as well. That they said, well, okay, if you want to keep attacking us, we'll just continue keep attacking you too. So ceasefire is not looking like a thing at all anywhere throughout Gaza or with the Hezbollah war as well. So it's not looking good over here. It's still getting really bad. So I will update you if any other information comes out. But that's going to be the latest that I have for right now. I appreciate you being here. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you enjoy this channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you as soon as a new video goes live. And we do put out several of these updates every single day. So I appreciate you hanging out again. I hope you all have a great night. Everybody take care and God bless. We'll see you in the next one.